Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Video shows Commanders linebacker punching Cowboys center during Week 12. Just recently, the Cowboys defeated Washington with a score of 34-26, marking a significant turnaround for the Cowboys after a frustrating 5-game losing streak. The game, held at Northwest Stadium, was a roller coaster of emotions, especially in the chaotic final minutes where the teams combined for an astonishing 31 points. The first half was uneventful, with the Commanders leading 7-3 at halftime. However, the action picked up dramatically in the fourth quarter. The Cowboys capitalized on a fumble by Washington tight end John Bates, allowing them to extend their lead. Washington fought back, scoring a touchdown to narrow the deficit, but Dallas answered with a 99-yard kickoff return touchdown by Cavonte Turpin, showcasing their special teams' prowess. This game not only ended the Cowboys' losing streak but also left the Commanders in a precarious position regarding their playoff hopes. With the Thanksgiving matchup against the New York Giants looming, Dallas aims to build on this momentum, while Washington will need to regroup quickly to avoid further setbacks. During the match itself, things got heated between Luvu and Hoffman, leading to the former throwing a punch. This can be seen in a video shared by ML Football on X. This win was particularly significant as it marked the first matchup against former coach Dan Quinn. Overall, the Cowboys demonstrated resilience and strength as they get a crucial win against Washington. Cowboys' undrafted player had a career day in Week 12. Starting for the second straight game because Trayvon Diggs was ruled out, an undrafted defensive player for the Cowboys was attacked all day yesterday, and he had a career game against the Commanders. Josh Butler was picked on by the Commanders' passing game all day. But in the end, Butler held his own, and then some. He was credited with a team-high 12 tackles. He also had a sack on Jaden Daniels and had 3 pass deflections. Okay, fine. I am jumping the gun. Darren Bland was drafted in the 5th round, but did not come into his own until last season. Maybe this could be the start of Butler. Even when Diggs comes back to play opposite Darren Bland, the Cowboys might have found another playmaker in Butler, who had been on the practice squad most of the season. In those 3 broken-up passes Sunday, tied the most pass breakups by an undrafted Cowboys player since 1994. The last undrafted Cowboy with 3 pass breakups in a game was Sterling Moore in 2013 against Green Bay, 12-15. He attended my favorite college, Michigan State. Butler redshirted his first season at MSU. As a redshirt freshman in 2016, he garnered snaps in 11 games, primarily on special teams. As a sophomore in 2017, he started 4 games and collected 12 tackles. As a junior, he started 5 games, with 10 tackles and 3 passes defended. During his senior season in 2018, he started 7 games, missing time due to injury. He bounced around a bit before landing with the Cowboys. He played in the Spring League in 2021 for the Conquers of the Development, then the Michigan Panthers for the USFL. He started 11 games for them in 2023 and tallied 29 tackles. Man, something about the Cowboys finding these players in these other leagues. Maybe they should keep doing that instead of drafting busts. I have a strong feeling that Mike McCarthy and Mike Zimmer are going to be brought back next season, and I am already getting sick thinking about it. Some folks may not know all the ins and outs of Butler, but this season is the perfect chance to see what the Cowboys have in these players. They need to figure out who will be able to make an impact in 2025, because at 4-7, they are playing for a draft spot. I was not a fan of that win yesterday because of this, but Butler was a bright spot maybe going forward. Josh Butler signed a 2-year, $1,755,000 contract with the Cowboys, including an average annual salary of $877,500. In 2024, Butler will earn a base salary of $309,169, while carrying a cap hit of $309,169. He is under contract until the end of 2025. That bodes well for a secondary that could be good if healthy next season with Diggs, Bland, and Butler, leaving Lewis in the slot. It is not like Butler will save the season or maybe even help in 2025, but he got attacked like crazy yesterday and played awesome. It is a bright spot for this team, but I think Washington has come back to earth a bit. They peaked early and lost to a team that should not have beaten them. The Cowboys have a quick turnaround this week as they play the Giants on Thanksgiving. Another game they are going to win. New York might be the worst team in football. That would put the Cowboys at 5-7, not an ideal record for a team who needs a high draft pick. Butler will probably get work again like this if Diggs is out, but even if he returns, Butler has earned the right to see the field a bit more going forward. Quinn reveals Commanders' message after upset loss to Cowboys. The Washington Commanders under Dan Quinn are getting a crash course in how brutal NFL football can be, with a 34-26 loss to the Dallas Cowboys at Northwest Stadium. It now marks 3 straight losses for Quinn's team, and after starting the season 7-2 and being the NFL darlings, now the reality of pro football is beginning to set in. The Commanders were double-digit favorites, and the Cowboys were dead in the water with a host of injuries, making them sitting ducks, but Washington couldn't get the job done. And Quinn was rather pointed in reminding his team that it is all good and well to learn lessons in tough times, but you have to grow from them. What I told the team after the game was that this is the most challenged we've been in our time together, Quinn said. I reminded them that it's not enough to learn the lessons, but we have to apply them. Love the fight we have, close games, but we've got to apply them. Cowboys coordinator Mike Zimmer rendered the Commanders' offense ineffective in the first half but showed signs of life in the second half, with Jaden Daniels leading an 11-play, 70-yard drive to get things rolling. But the overall performance was too up and down in every phase, including special teams, which was a flat-out nightmare. Again, the Commanders will have plenty of lessons to learn from this humbling loss, and it is even more important now that Washington applies those lessons to their next game. Because after starting the season fast, things are quickly going south in the nation's capital. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Dan Quinn? Leave your opinion in the comments.